All right, this is take two of our talk with Denise from Matter Company. It's gonna work. It's going to work this time. It's going to work. We are gonna get Denise on and we're gonna talk all about Matter Company and all of their amazing, amazing products. It's gonna work. Technology is going to be on our side like it's been the rest of the day. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have Matter Company join us again. We're going to try this one more time, and we're going to talk with Denise. She's going to come right back on, and we're going to get her here so we can talk all about the work that we're actually working on together, and all the ways that Matter Company is here to support new and expectant parents. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Denise is gonna be joining us. Yes, all right. So, yes! Any second now, Denise is gonna come on in.
I'm so sorry.
We got it.
Always these technical things. Hi, everyone.
We figured it out, Denise. Thank you.
Yeah, I was hoping to do it on my computer, and then it wasn't working. I couldn't figure it out, so I'm a little nervous. So I'm just going to be doing it on my phone, and hopefully that's okay.
It's totally okay. If you want to figure out where to prop your phone up,
yeah, I'll figure it out.
Do it.
I have it all set to go on my computer, but yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm good. Hi, Marina. It's so nice to see you. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for coming to our first parent shower week and for helping shower parents and all the work that parents do on a regular basis.
Absolutely. We're here to support.
Happy New Year. Okay, so you know what? We have a lot to talk about, and I'm just gonna dive right into it.
Okay. If my camera moves a lot, it's because I'm like trying to hold it, and so we will adjust as we go.
Yes. You know, do you want to find somewhere to prop it?
I'm good. As long as you guys can see me, I'm good.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
All right.
So let's start with, how did Denise come up with Matter Company? You come up with all.
I mean, for those who are new to Matter Company, I do think that there are some people on the chat that are familiar with the company. Mm-hmm. We've been around for 20 years, so I started it in 1998. So it's been actually more than 20 years. What am I talking about? It's been more than 20 years. Darn. I just keep it at that.
That's a good mark.
Yeah. So essentially, I studied therapeutic herbalism. That's what the premise of all of the products are about. So I was studying at the University of Toronto, studying environmental studies, and then took a year off. I had a friend that was doing a course in herbalism. I was doing my own sort of self-study in sort of sustainable living and wild edible plants. And so, yeah, took a year off of school, studied with two well-renowned herbalists, one named Walter Casera and another guy named David Hoffman out of California.
Right.
And yeah, that sort of set things off.
And so what was let's say your start product, your start lineup? What did you start with? And then we'll talk about how that's evolved into Mama's.
So really, we actually did start with the Mama products. That was one of our collections. I was studying herbalism with one of my best friends, and she was pregnant at the time. So she was a young mama. She was in her early 20s, and she had a 2-year-old, and she was pregnant with her second baby. So both her and I created products that were going to take her through all stages of her pregnancy, and also to take care of her then 2-year-old son. At that time, as you can imagine, there really wasn't very much on the market that was very specific for pregnancy and babies. And the way that, of course, we approached it was from our herbal angle. She was also studying midwifery at the time too. And at that time, midwifery was also becoming legislated into Ontario. So a lot of, sort of the witchery and the herbal medicine and the therapeutics were really sort of ingrained into how we develop those products. But we definitely started with, like say Belly Jelly is one of our number one first products ever, and the rest really actually hasn't changed very much since then. A lot of our products haven't changed much since then. Of course, we've added to them, but yeah, that was pretty much the start. It was based on
exactly
based on the needs of friends and family, and we really are a family-oriented company. It all starts basically from birth, all the way really all throughout life stages, and so it's just taking care of each other, really.
And so, when you mentioned that your products haven't changed, you've added to it, but it hasn't changed. And why would you change something that works and is full? I mean, this is the verbiage, the description that I use to describe.
Yeah, so just to give some people some background in regards to sort of how we create or develop formulas and based on our therapeutic aspect of things, is we do a very, when I was studying, we learned a very traditional practice of, harvesting herbs, and then slow cooking all of the whole plants so that they would have a therapeutic value. So it's a very slow extraction. Like, we do it in sort of this big water vat, and each herb has a very specific action. And so those are then slowly cooked for up to 24 hours. They're all organic herbs. We do love using herbs that are native to Canada, but I was trained in European herbology.
Right.
But we also try and bring in a lot of herbs that we find in and around where we live here in Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so when you are coming up with, let's say, a new product, I'm just gonna dive into it. What's the process that you go through? Because I mean, these things don't just come out of nowhere. You mentioned that it came out of necessity from the people around you. And so now, what is the process? What does that look like for you?
Again, it's always back to the herbs. So we look at a formula when we're coming up with a product. So it's all dependent on sort of what the actions. Sorry, I'm using some terminology, but the actions or the intended effect that we want to have on the individual. And
totally.
Pardon me?
It totally makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So we always start with the plants and the medicinal properties of the plants and their intended effect on the individual. So that's where it always starts.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then we build from there.
Exactly. And so you can grow the line or whatever it is that you're looking to create from that process.
So then we add all of the different elements. So we always start with the herbal formula, and then we add all of those complementary, like, natural oils or butters or essential oils do also play a big part within our products. Yeah. We use predominantly, people get a little bit confused about aromatherapy and herbology. So there is a distinction there.
There is.
Yeah. So essential oils are very concentrated. So we use whole plants, and whole plants, this is again getting into sort of holism and holistic medicine. So when you use a whole plant, you have all of the benefits of the herbs. It's a little bit gentler and more subtle, but also incredibly effective. Whereas an essential oil is the essential oil of that product. So it's very concentrated. So we do use essential oils, but we use a very low percentage, but they do add to the therapeutic value of the product.
Got it.
Got it? Okay.
Had our...
If there's any questions.
Yes. No, it completely makes sense. And the reason why I said that is because we just had our aromatherapist expert yesterday.
Saw that.
So,
amazing.
The potency of aromatherapy is not can take lightly. You really do need to seek the consult of a certified aromatherapist, especially for prenatal, postpartum, and how potent it is. Yeah. And things I just I'm thinking I'm just going to diffuse it and then everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's really not that simple. And
Right.
the power of nature is here to support you as long as you're using it appropriately. And so companies like Matter Company has taken, you know, that, how do I do this? How do I use it? What do I put like, there's no thinking. Just go to Matter Company. Grab
Well, we all are herbalists in some ways. Like, you know, herbalism does span, you know, all cultures. You know, our grannies are, you know, we all have a herbalist within the family, and it starts as simple as the kitchen cupboard. So you can definitely, that's the wonderful thing about herbalism, is that you can do it for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna share this with everyone. Denise and Matter Company was the very first vendor or participating business that Healing Mom Co. worked with. And I met Denise when I was literally 8 months pregnant.
I remember you coming in to the studio, firecracker and all.
Ready to pop, I just found you.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that very well.
So
this is pre Healing Mama though.
This is just sparked the idea, Healing Mama.
Right. Okay.
This was still
wow. Okay, that I didn't know. That I was not aware of. Okay.
We didn't even beta test. We had nothing. We were nowhere. It was just in my head when I first met Denise. And now look at us. 2 years later, we're here at Mama Co. and bringing.
I think you guys are doing such an important service to parents. It's great.
Thank you. We appreciate. And you know what? We could not do the work that we do without companies like yours who are creating products that support parental care and doing it in a way that is simple to navigate and really just convenient to use for yourself. And there's no, you know, jumping through hoops and all of that when using your products. So I want to talk specifically about
products.
Yes, let's talk about products. So I'm going to bring up a product that is included in our ultimate labor and postpartum system, and 2 of your products are included in all 3 of our systems. So I'm going to bring up this beautiful baby right here, which is the post-delivery care kit. This has 4 key products in it that you will find all over our labor and postpartum systems and our bundles. So I'm just going to highlight this first beauty right here. This vajayjay spray, aka cooling spray.
Vajayjay. Woohoo!
Also
makes a great facial mist, FYI.
Tell us the other uses.
Multi-purpose.
Every product.
Well, let's talk about the vajayjay first, because that's, you know, that's what this community wants to hear.
And the vajayjay has gone through so much work. We need to honor the work that the vajayjay has gone through. So
we need to honor it.
Yes, please.
So essentially that's an astringent spray. One of the key ingredients is witch hazel. And many of us know what witch hazel. It's a very wonderful, it's actually a native species. You can find it growing around Ontario. I often see wild witch hazel on my walks in High Park. I'm here in Toronto.
Wow.
So witch hazel is key because it's an astringent. So after mama has had her baby, there's a lot of inflammation. Things like hemorrhoids can happen. And so essentially hemorrhoids is the inflammation of the blood vessels. So witch hazel is considered an astringent, and astringents basically really help to tighten blood vessels.
Yes.
We often, you know, we have our leg and back cream. I don't know. Oh yeah, you do have the leg and back cream. So the leg and back cream has yarrow, and yarrow is another astringent. So yarrow is really good for helping with varicose veins.
Yes.
So anything that's astringent is great for things like inflammation in veins, tightening.
I'm going to bring that one didn't show up well. So you brought up the leg and back cream. It's actually covered.
I have it here. I can grab it.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna put my. You can look at the ceiling, everyone.
Denise is getting the
my
leg and back
studio ceiling.
so beautiful.
All right, there is the leg and back cream.
Okay, perfect. So now that you brought it up, we have actually worked with Denise to create our one of our rewards that we've combined with Dr.Lydia Brody's postpartum rehab program, that talks about the chiropractic care that you can do at home. So we partnered for our fundraiser, the postpartum rehab program, with Matter Company's leg and back cream. And that combination reward you can only find on our fundraiser. So we want to just thank Denise for supporting our fundraiser and helping us bring this reward together so you can get your rehab and have your leg and back cream to help support your postpartum body's venture back or venture into the new body that you're in. And tell us the benefits that you have infused inside of your leg and back cream.
So the leg and back cream is essentially, like in its simplest terms, a massage cream. So it has properties that are pain relieving, anti-inflammatory, circulatory stimulant, astringent.
Perfect.
So we created it for the second and third trimester, for a lot of the symptoms for women who are, their bellies are growing, and then there's a lot of pressure put on the lower back, the lower legs, like I had mentioned, varicose veins, water retention. So cramping. The leg and back cream is excellent for things like restless leg syndrome. So restless leg syndrome is jumpy legs. It can be used for general massage. It's great for anyone who has arthritic joint pain. I use it as a massage cream for tired feet or things like what's it called?
There's sciatica.
Not sciatica. No, I'm thinking of on the bottoms of the feet.
Reflexol.
No, where you have, if somebody can think of what I'm talking about, it's inflamed fascia. When you're the bottoms of your feet for fascial tissues.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody can remember the name. I just am completely blanking right now. So anyways, it is
not a problem.
This again, but for the expectant mom, feel free to use it on those aches and pains and on the lower limbs. Some women do like to bring, if they want to have massage throughout pregnancy, I find that the leg and back cream is very energizing.
Okay.
So it's a very kind of has things like rosemary, a lot of rosemary. Actually, if you drink rosemary tea internally, it's actually something that is very stimulating. So it's almost like it doesn't have caffeine in it, but it wakes you up. Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And can you also share about how using the leg and back cream on postpartum body helps support all of that muscle tightness and pain potentially that you went through in childbirth? Because that's where I'm finding the most benefit out of it, was just having my body recover from that tenseness of going through labor.
Right. I mean, like I said, it's sort of like, it's a massage cream. So any sort of areas that are achy, then absolutely you can use it as a massage cream for those areas as well once you've gone through labor. So similar to, pre or postnatal, feel free to use it on those achy bits. How did you use it particularly post delivery?
I just got my mom. My mom was my postpartum doula. So she was like, do you have a lotion or cream or oil I can use? I was like, here.
That sounds nice.
Oh, we didn't have the budget for a postpartum doula, but we had my mama, and so she was with us for the first 3 months.
Yeah.
And it was such a need. And
where did you find you needed it most postpartum?
So for me, I fortunately did not have a lower back labor. I didn't have that back pain, fortunately. So for me, I actually had our son in squat position. So my legs were so tired. I did have the squat.
So your legs must have been
the birthing stool. I had the birthing stool, but that doesn't cover all of the.
Oh my God. I honestly really didn't even think of
back.
that. Power thighs. Yeah.
It was a marathon,
Awesome.
squat marathon, and we got him out in squat position. And my husband pulled me up. So my mom actually massaged my husband because he was literally holding me with
Go
all.
girl.
I gave him all my weight. There is no back support. Squat position.
Note, great for the thighs. Power thighs.
Exactly, and great for my husband's lower back for holding me up in there while I was squatting.
Should we talk about sitz bath really quickly? It's a big one.
Yes, it's huge. I want to actually talk about the three of these that come in the actual set, but let's talk about the sitz bath. So, and it comes in a travel size, and there's also the full size. So the travel size is greatly in all of our systems because you can just throw this and just have it prepared on.
The sitz bath and the cooling spray, so the vaginal spray, kind of work in concert together. Just for those who know or don't know what a sitz bath is, I find that I do have to do a lot of explanation around a sitz bath and how to use it. Do you find that you have a lot of customers that need help with how to use a sitz bath?
We actually created a separate
brilliant
that we include, so that it has all of the FAQs and how-tos, and then
awesome.
Included it in our Healing Mama guide.
It's so important. I feel like, as part of a birthing kit, it's one of the key elements to a birthing kit. Whether you have a vaginal birth or not, it's good to have on hand. So essentially the sitz bath is going to help again with the similar things like the cooling spray. So it's going to help with hemorrhoids, any sort of vaginal tearing, any sort of healing that needs to happen down there. Yeah. And it's a herbal infusion. So a lot of really wonderful healing herbs, anti-inflammatories, astringents again. So it does have the yarrow in it. It has rose petals, which are anti-inflammatory. It has calendula, which is very healing. So a lot of those herbs that are going to really help to soothe and heal. You can use this also for, again, not just postpartum, but during pregnancy. If you are experiencing any sort of vaginal irritation or yeast infections. So do sitz baths throughout your pregnancy. I do suggest, and I'm curious what you suggest, but I often suggest putting a sitz bath or like a bathtub in the big bathtub, and then you can use the big bathtub to sort of brace yourself and squat. Is that what you suggest? Best practices? Best practices.
So we actually tell mama, just take a full bath.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
that's
then
nice.
Also bring baby, because we found that the herbs are also great for cord healing.
Oh yeah. Never even thought of that.
Yes.
I'm learning something new right now.
Another see multiple uses. So mama, just go into a bath, and then after some time, tell partner, bring baby. Obviously, once the cord is fallen off, and even before, it's fine. And then have baby come with you and join you in that herbal healing bath.
So here's the key thing here. This is for all the partners out there. This is key because this will be partner role, right?
Yes.
This is not mama role. This is partner role, where you will be making the tea, infusing it like a nice strong herbal tea or a strong herbal brew, and then you strain that into the bathtub.
Yes.
Like making a big pot of stew, then straining it. So often people are like, do I just pour the herbs in? You do not just pour the herbs in. You'll want to actually have it steep. So you get, again, it's a different type of infusion. It's a water infusion as opposed to the other infusions that we do. And so that will help to bring the benefits of the herbs into the water. And then you either pour that into the bathtub, pour that into a sitz bath, and then top that up with more water.
So this is, thank you so much. We got one comment saying that they've sold this to their dads to help support Mama's Heal. So I'm going to tell you all that we have advised and recommended the use of your herbal sitz bath. So we actually include this in all of our labor and postpartum systems. We also have a vajayjay cleansing bundle that comes with this and the cooling spray with our upside down vajayjay cleansing bottle.
Oh, yeah, that would be another. So that bottle you can make the
bottle?
tea. Yeah, you can make the tea and put that tea in and then spray.
Exactly. So we tell partners in our birthing partner system, one of the tips is make the 2-liter blend of this, keep it in the fridge, and when they notice that mama's peri-wash bottle is empty, fill it to about 100 or 50 ml to 100 ml of the herbal sitz bath. So all mama has to do is fill it with water. And when she's going to the washroom, either peeing or pooing, she's getting that spritz of healing just by going to the washroom with every visit.
Yeah. And again, for anybody who is pregnant or not pregnant, sitz bath.
We lost Denise for a quick second. She's gonna come back. Oh my goodness. Denise, we are gonna go back live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just a few technical issues. Thank you so much for standing. You're gonna get Denise back here with us. She's coming on any second now. We're gonna keep talking about all of these amazing Matter Company products. She is going to join us any second now. Thank you so much for your patience. But yes, so just to recap, the herbal sitz bath, we do recommend it as a full bath for mama and baby to go in. We also recommend having the brew blended and having your partner fill your peri-wash bottle up to 50 ml or 100 ml in your peri-wash bottle. So all you have to do, mama, is fill it with water, and then you'll be getting a boost of healing when you go to the washroom, either number 1 or number 2. And we're actually, you know what, Little Nest, we are going to connect right after this call, and we will definitely get in touch so our services can come together. And we're gonna, Denise is gonna come right back, and then I'm gonna share another third tip about where we use the herbal sitz bath. So, Denise is back. I was just about to share the third area where we've also included your herbal sitz bath, which is in our ultimate padsicle bundle. So when moms are creating their padsicles, we recommend, or our tip is, instead of water, to use your witch hazel blend, we replace the water with your herbal sitz bath, add the witch hazel to it, and then put that concoction together in your pads along with the aloe vera, freeze it up, and nice cooling, healing relief for your vajayjay down there. 3 uses we have for Matter Company's herbal sitz bath.
That sounds lovely.
It's it's as lovely as it's gonna get. Yes. I need to talk about this because this is, if someone were to ask me, what is your favorite postpartum product? I mean, all of them are my favorite, but if I were to recommend one, just one, if I was limited to one, it was life and death, and I was only given one option.
Really?
It would be this. It would be your new Mama Comfort Tea.
Oh, interesting. Cool. Love it.
Tell
me why.
Because this was my saving grace.
Oh, awesome.
When it came to the postpartum anxiety, hormones, mental stimulation. I was also getting the lactation support, my organs doing whatever it needed to do, postpartum contractions, and my uterus going back, like all of the crazy shit that happens postpartum.
Yeah.
this new mama comfort tea, this is my number one partner tip. If you don't know what to do and mama's kind of losing it, just brew her
Great
up a tea.
partnership, for sure. I think the other thing, you know, this is from like my herbalist perspective, that also making a cup of tea, drinking tea, it's just a pause in the day, and that's very restorative as well. So really like the idea. I think, you know, skincare often offers those sort of rituals, like
Yeah.
massage, taking a bath. So making a cup of tea that is very supportive is also just a really nice thing that you can do for your partner, or you can do for yourself.
Yes.
A couple of the herbs in there that are very restorative are red raspberry leaf and nettle, which some of you may already know about, but they are two primary herbs for pregnancy and post-delivery. They are just going to help to restore you because they're highly, highly nutritive.
Yes.
Packed full of calcium, minerals, trace minerals, all of the things that are like just built into nature that women need once they've had a baby. And it's quite incredible for that reason. We do also, just really quickly in regards to the nervous system, like add what's called a nervine in there that's going to help to also help with all of the stress and everything. So it's, again, it's a supportive herb. All of our herbs are considered supportive. So they're really gentle on the entire system, and it's good for baby too, to be quite honest. Like,
yes,
all that stuff, you know, you drink it, it's going to pass through to baby. It's safe for baby. So, and it's supportive for baby too.
So I have to tell you, my personal experience was, I felt like I was going down a roller coaster, and it would just happen out of nowhere. And I would just lose myself, and then it's like instant. I timed myself.
Wow, amazing.
Times. It took about 4 minutes.
That's amazing. Okay.
4 minutes for this magic to help alleviate and disseminate those feelings for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so nice to hear.
Yeah, yes, direct benefit. And when my husband didn't know what to do to help me, he just made a cup, and I was like, "You're fantastic."
The truth is too is quite honestly, you know, it is really good for everyone because those herbs are actually very, very nutritive. They're considered tonic herbs. So whether you're breastfeeding, not breastfeeding, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt to have a cup of tea of our new mama comfort tea as well. It's all good.
Yes, this is why it's called new mama comfort tea, because it gives you all the comfort in all the ways that you didn't even know you needed.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is actually also included in our birthing partner system. So not only do we give this to our mamas, we give this to our partners so that they have it on hand as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last product that's in your post-delivery care kit, which is your nipple cream. Yeah. So you have
the nipple cream is actually what I thought you were going to say as sort of the indispensable product. We have had so much feedback on it being, you know, one of the key nipple creams that have helped. You know, this is after struggling and doing all of the bits, and it is one of the part and parcel in helping with breastfeeding moms.
Exactly. Can you tell us the other benefits? Because I talk about this whenever I talk about your nipple cream, all the other ways that you can use the cream even after breastfeeding and you still have some left over. Yeah, so
because it's a healing salve, so it has like things like plantain in it. Plantain is, again, another native species that is very healing. It is edible for babies as well, so parents don't have to be too concerned about wiping off prior to breastfeeding, or mama doesn't have to be too concerned. But because it's a healing salve, I personally, I love it as a lip balm.
Yeah, same here.
It's really good. So, you know, it has calendula, it has plantain, so it's very healing, anti-inflammatory, great for dry lips. Really good if you didn't have a vaginal birth, you can use it for C-section scars.
Okay.
So using it, post-delivery. I also like our belly jelly for C-section scars. I just had surgery and I'm using the belly jelly. The nipple cream will be more for things like itchiness, itchy skin.
Yes.
Also healing too, though, because of the plantain and the calendula. But for scarring, I would say the belly jelly is better for scarring, combined with rosehip seed oil or vitamin E oil. But the belly jelly is high in vitamin E.
Yeah.
Nipple cream also can be used for perineum massage, so preparing for birth.
Right.
So use that
that's a new one.
Yeah. So you can use it there. For babies, you can use it on the bums because it does have a lot of healing herbs. You can also use it on dry cheeks. You can use it on eczema. So very, very multi-purpose.
Perfect.
And it's incredibly, honestly, it's so soothing. Like that's one of those products to me that actually works immediately.
Yes, it does. And I'm going to mention one thing. So last summer I tested this. Insect bites.
Oh, good one. Yeah, it's because of the plantain. So plantain is really one of those herbs that has anti-itch properties. So it really does. I find it's just very quickly effective.
Multi-use. This is why we have your products all over our systems and bundles, because even though the name of it is there, which is the primary use of it, all of its other functions work in so many
I just thought of another one.
Tell us another one.
Chafing.
Oh, yes.
For in
between
cyclists,
bicyclers. Each other since teenage life, so I get it. Yes.
We have a lot of we have like a lot of sports enthusiasts using the nipple cream.
It's like, what are you using for chafing? Nipple cream.
Yeah, I like when guys come up and say
great.
they're using the nipple cream. I think it's a hoot.
Yes, no, that is fantastic. Plus, it's such a great convenient tin that you can just throw into your purse or your pocket and have it with you whenever you need it.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. So right now that we're talking about the post-delivery care kit, I am going to mention our amazing giveaway. So one lucky mama will be receiving Matter Company's post-delivery care kit. And so follow the separate post that we will be posting after this talk about the ways to enter. And you have until Friday, 10 a.m. to enter into winning Matter Company's post-delivery care kit. And you have until February 15th to purchase our reward on our fundraising page, where you will get their leg and back cream and the postpartum rehab program at the same time. And I want to also talk about the amazing new role. It's something months in the making, and we're finally coming together. And we're so excited to announce that Denise is going to be officially joining us as Healing Mama's herbalist expert on our panel of healthcare and wellness experts. So when you go to the Healing Mama home and you go to meet our experts, you will be able to see Denise's beautiful photo there, all of her details. And then we are going to be getting a write-up about practical things that you can do and how her products and her knowledge is here for you. And we'll be including that in our Healing Mama guide that you will have. I have a guide here with me. Yes, so our guide you will have at your fingertips, and Denise will be in it along with the 13 other experts that we have. And all of our experts are from different fields that support the care around prenatal and postpartum for mamas and our partners. So welcome to the family, Denise.
I'm so excited. Thanks for having me.
We are so excited to have you. So there is that. And then with that announcement, last month in December, I saw Denise and I just thought of an idea. I've been thinking about this idea for a while, and I needed to find a company that has it because I haven't been able to find it in Canada. I know in the States I'm able to get it, but getting it across the border is a headache. So one of the things that I proposed to Denise in December with all the craziness that's happening was, can we look at creating a no more milk tea for mamas who are weaning off of breastfeeding? So that's obviously the first benefit. And then there's also the surrogates out there as well who postpartum want to not have to take drugs to reduce their milk before it comes in. So a tea for surrogates. And then also to support our brand new healing butterfly system that we'll be releasing in 2021 that will support the labor and postpartum care for birthing people around pregnancy and infant loss. And so we are
it's a very unique product, and I'm really happy that you mentioned it to me, because it's something that I don't think is easily available, and I think we can, I think we can come up with something that would be very supportive.
Supportive and nourishing at the same time, because right now you get a prescription from your doctor postpartum and they'll just say, here's a drug you can take, or you can take an over-the-counter med, but again, it's still you're still relying on drugs to.
And like I said, herbs and plants, they do have this intrinsic value of healing. So I think in whole tea leaf form,
Right.
is such an important aspect of the healing process. I'm obviously specifically thinking about your butterfly program and those who have gone through miscarriages or loss of a baby, and that's such a challenging thing. So I am I'm super excited to
make this
that.
Yes, we're gonna work on it.
It'll be such a unique product. I love coming up with something it's so different. And so different.
Also, I'm also thankful that you were
not
open
widely
to the idea
in a holistic form.
Yes, yes, and again, like I said, thank you for being open to the idea of taking this idea on.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. So, can you share? I guess. So we've gone through most of your. We talked about the belly jelly, the leg and back cream, the post-delivery care kit. Did we miss one of your mama products? I feel like we touched on all of them.
No, we have more. Let's see.
Show us, mama.
The one product we didn't talk about, sorry, I'm just looking back at my shelf here. I don't think we talked about the mineral soak.
Yes, the mineral soak.
And the mom to be tea. Are we talking about post-delivery or during pregnancy or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, well, we have lots of products. Check out the website.
Yes, lots of products. Sorry, mama, I meant mama.
We could be here for hours.
Online. Yes. Because you do have a line for babies. You do have your general line for everyday use. You have your line for men, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you have your mama
Not
line.
Specifically for men, it's unisex, but it was created, our sort of hero product in that collection is our hand cream. So the hand cream is just great for everyone. So
yes. Oh, amazing. So can you just explain what the difference is between your herbal sitz bath and your salt bath?
Oh, the salt bath, we actually just did our mineral soak, and that was for second, third trimester, again, for back pain, varicose veins, so similar attributes to the leg and back cream. It does have some really great oils in it. Carrot seed oil is being one of them. So it's going to really help to moisturize mommy's breasts and tummy. It's personally one of my favorites. We worked with, when we do essential oil formulas, we actually work with well-renowned aromatherapists and perfumers. So this one was actually created by Tracy Pepe. She is really well-known aromatherapist. And essentially the essential oils have a lot of antidepressant properties to them. So if you're feeling hormonally down, it's a great pick-me-up. So we've had psychotherapists using it. We've actually had a lot of people who are going through post-chemo treatment using the mineral soak.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's also great for the skin. Epsom salts are great for just so many great things. Yeah.
Okay.
I love baths. That's my jam.
Yes. We still take baths with our toddler right from when he was first out to even right now. It's one of our favorite things to do.
So great. Love it. I would join, but that would be weird.
Hey, you know what? If they come out with a hometown big enough for more than two people, then yeah, why not? So I wanted, so we talked the mineral salt, and then let's talk about that Mama to be tea, because that's great for prenatal as well.
Yeah, this is kind of one of my sort of favorites. I think it's a favorite just because as I was going through herbal school, I'm just going to grab it. Sorry, you can look at my
Yeah.
screen again. Sorry.
There's the beautiful studio ceiling one more time.
It's really high.
Yes. And if you can also share what the difference is between the mommy to be tea and your comfort tea.
So that's the new Mama Comfort Tea. It is actually, has some similar ingredients. It has nettle and red raspberry leaf, which are also in the new Mama Comfort Tea. And red raspberry leaf it's one of the primary herbs for herbs that's considered a uterine tonic. It has been used throughout the ages. You know, a lot of Native American women. It's again, it's an indigenous plant, so it's like a multivitamin for pregnant women,
right?
As is nettle.
Perfect.
Also, uterine tonic. It has properties that are going to really help with labor and delivery. Because it really helps to strengthen the uterus. And it has been known, and there's actually been studies done that it helps with hemorrhaging. So it just offers like a better birthing experience, and also for healing as well. So post-healing, like post-delivery, it's going to help with the healing process. So you would start drinking this, you know, when I was going to herbal school, you actually drank it all throughout pregnancy in the first trimester, but there's, it's often actually now recommended. And I haven't really fully gotten full comprehension as to why it's only recommended to start in the beginning of the third trimester. So that would be the safest, I think, possibly because women are starting to have babies a little bit later. So you'll want to just, look at starting at the beginning of the third trimester, but you do actually want to start at the beginning of the third trimester, or maybe even late second trimester, to actually reap the benefits of it.
Got it. And then continuing it, like you said, with the recovery phase.
You can continue with it for recovery, or you can move over to the new Mama Comfort Tea.
Right.
This is actually something that I drink all the time because of the herbs in it. It is great. It's good for if you have sort of heartburn, because it has the peppermint tea. So, you know, women who are experiencing heartburn throughout pregnancy. It has the oat straw, which is another nervine. So it's really, again,
so many benefits.
It's an amazing tonic tea.
Right. Okay, so consider it a tonic for multiple uses and not necessarily just for pregnant people.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually say that this is a woman's tea. This is going to help with any sort of, you know, if you have menstrual cramps or, you know, anything related to women's issues.
Yeah,
it's a good tea to go to.
Oh my gosh, I am going to grab a bag of that myself. I have to tell you, ever since this human came out of this body, when periods started happening again, they came back in a way that I've never experienced.
No, it'll really be good for heavy bleeding. Really good. Yeah.
Fantastic. And before I was pregnant, I was fortunate enough to not experience menstrual cramps or pain or even mood swings. Right after 9 months after giving birth, when my period started coming, it came with a bang. And I was like, who is this body? What is happening here? And so it almost knocks me out every month, which is such a new experience for me.
This year. Woot woot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mama to be tea, use it as a woman's tea. So many things we're learning today together.
For those who are curious about red raspberry, there's been a lot of misconceptions around red raspberry that that it's actually considered what's considered an emmenagogue, that it isn't an emmenagogue, sorry, that it actually is, again, I've forgotten the term, but it actually promotes birth, like it's going to bring on birth. It doesn't. So I wrote a blog on it because I was actually a little bit tired of hearing that.
Right.
Women were terrified of it. Oh, I don't want to drink it because it's going to like bring on labor. And that's not true. So I did write a blog. Oh shoot, it's not on my website right now because I switched websites. I'm sorry. If you're interested in finding out more about that, I can send you the blog. It's just not up on my site right now because I switched sites. And
not a problem. Yes.
Yeah.
And please share it with us. Let us know. Send us a quick link, and we will share it with our audience.
Sure.
People
Awesome.
can
Will
be
do.
well informed about induction and red raspberry leaf, because it is a thing that comes up often. Like people will avoid it.
And I think there needs to be some information around that because it is such a great herb for pregnancy, and I just don't want women to miss out on it.
Thank you for writing about it and for clarifying it as well, because there are some amazing products that include it, like yours, and it's not something that we need to fear as a labor-inducing
Thank you. That's it. That's the word.
Yes. There you go. Labor-inducing, exactly. How many times have you used that word today in our talks? So, is there anything else that we missed? I think we touched on everything. In terms of the mama products, I believe we touched on everything. Now, you also have a baby line, and your baby line is fantastic. So, if you want to just like give us a quick rundown of like the baby products that you have, because we know that the parents watching and who will be watching this will want to know what they.
Sure. I'm just going to bring you over to my shelf because it'll be easier.
Yes, a lot simpler. Show
geez.
us your shelf.
I don't know if you can see this. Sorry.
Yes,
so diaper rash. Can you see that? Oh, so
yes.
that's our number one. It's called the Miracle Creme. Actually, I think I'll just sit back down. So our diaper rash is excellent. Again, it's multi-purpose. I would say like head on over to the website. You know, for new mamas, I'm just going to list sort of, or new parents, sorry, 3 products that I would recommend.
Yes.
Would definitely be the diaper rash ointment, the baby wash, and the baby oil.
Perfect.
So the baby oil is a herbally infused oil. It doesn't have any essential oils or anything in it. So it's one of these. I mean, I love sort of like really pure forms of things, and
yes,
this one makes me super excited because this is like just like a straight up herbally infused oil, and it's a really strong formula because again, it has the nervines in it. It has the healing herbs. So it can be used multi-purpose. I like, you know, growing up, you know, this is what our parents would use on us, like just straight up oil.
Yep.
This is infused with olive oil. There's also a little bit of sesame seed oil, and that's sort of an Ayurvedic thing, simply because sesame seed is incredibly grounding. Mm-hmm. But it is a straight up sort of calendula. There's also a bit of lavender. So lavender is a really great sleep aid.
Yes.
So that's a really good one. Our diaper rash is hands down like the best, and it's cloth diaper friendly. And then we have our baby wash, which is a 3-in-1. So it smells great. It's biodegradable. It's for older kids, for families. Hi, Daryl. Just saw my friend join from California. So this is like, you know, it makes great bubbles. So I love it. I actually really love it as my hand wash because it's super gentle.
Perfect. Oh, great idea. Yes. And you said bubbles. So it makes a lot of bubbles. My son is into bubbles.
This is
good.
That's the thing. And for girls, like sometimes the sulfates, it's sulfate free, so it's not going to irritate the vaginal area.
Perfect.
For little ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good.
Think about.
But it also has a great herb in it called slippery elm, and slippery elm is like super soothing to the skin.
Perfect. All right, Denise, thank you so much for your time. So many things. So one, welcome to our panel of experts. We're excited to have you. Thank you for partnering with us to create a reward for our fundraiser. Thank you for doing a giveaway to a lucky mama with your post-delivery care kit, and you will get the insert with it. that we put together with all of the little instructions. And very soon you'll be able to see Denise on our platform. If you go to Meet Our Experts, her info will be there. And then you can also shop all of the Matter Company Mama products in the Healing Mama home. And then you can also head to mattercompany.com to buy all the other products that are not in our shop. Because we focus on mamas and we focus on partners, so we've got very little for baby, and you can go straight to Matter Company for baby and the other general wellness products that you have as well. So thank you, Denise, for joining us for our first parent shower week.
Thanks, Rowena.
Have a great Tuesday.
Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.